everyone. Welcome back for another quick chat school pickup. So, I don't know if you've already watched my videos that I've done over the past few days. I talked about how this weekend we are going to see my mom's boyfriend because I haven't seen him since my mom died, which was last June. I haven't really talked to him either. He's been kind of MIA. So anyway, we made plans to go see him, and he just texted and canceled, saying that he has to go visit family. So my mom, so before she died, I hadn't seen her since Christmas. Not for lack of trying to see her, but she always canceled, had some excuse as to why we couldn't go visit. And she had done that for years and years. So I basically stopped trying to make plans with her because it would upset the boys, because she would cancel like the night before, day of, like didn't matter. So that's why I, like, if she was always like, oh yeah, come down this weekend and we'll, I'll make food and blah, blah, I stopped telling the boys. And then if it happened, it happened, but it usually didn't happen, especially towards the end. Like I said, she died in June. I hadn't seen her since Christmas Eve. So I'm a little frustrated. I understand things come up or whatever, but it's like, really? Like, we haven't seen you in like a year and a half, and we make plans to go visit you finally, because you finally decided to text me back after not texting me back for a year and a half, and now he canceled. So I'm going to pick the boys up now, and now I have to break it to my older son. Is the one that always looks forward to seeing them. Like, he, she would say, oh, you're going to come spend the weekend with Nana, and he would be so pumped, and then she would cancel. So he's the one that's going to be let down, because he was really looking forward to going to see him. I was too. My younger son, I don't know if he, like, not that he doesn't care either way, but he's not like Brendan, where Brendan's like, oh my god, I get to see Papa, I'm going to tell him all about my airsoft guns. Like, Brendan has it all planned out in his head, everything that he's going to tell him about. He's going to fill him in on the last year and a half, and all the different airsoft stuff he's been doing. So I feel really bad for him, because he's going to be upset, and he likes having plans. He likes doing stuff on the weekends. My other son would prefer to just sit in the house. So that's a bit disappointing and frustrating, and I really hope this is a one-off and he doesn't keep doing this stuff like my mom used to do, which I try to give my mom the benefit of the doubt. I know she was in a lot of pain towards the end. Like, she had been needing a hip replacement for like 4 years and was too scared to go to the hospital to have it done, especially once COVID hit. She was like, I can't go to the hospital. It's like, dude. So I think she was self-medicating, which my mom was an addict. She was a heroin addict, and then went to detox and was clean for a long time. But I think she was definitely self-medicating, unfortunately. So I think that's part of why she kept breaking plans, and like we couldn't see her and stuff. Because she knew that I would know. And she probably didn't want the kids to see her like that, because she didn't hide it as well as she thinks she did the first time around. Although I was very naive, like when she was doing heroin, I would ask her, like, what's wrong with you? Because she would like be nodding off, and she's like, oh, I've been taking Benadryl, my allergies are really bad. And then finally my brother was like, Lee, are you serious? Like, you really think like she's taking Benadryl and that's why she's nodding off? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he was like, Lee, she does heroin. I was like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? My mom was like, probably around, yeah, she was like my age. I'm 41. She was around 41, 42 when she started doing heroin. She had never done, you know, I'm sure she like dabbled with coke like when she was younger and like out partying. But she, yeah, she started doing heroin because she met this guy that she ended up marrying, and he was a fucking, he was the worst. But he was a piece of shit, and he did heroin, and she ended up doing it with him. Not saying like he's the reason, because she was a fucking adult and she didn't have to do heroin, but she got into it because he was an addict and she just wanted to be with him. So can't beat him, join him, I guess, right? Is that what they say? So yeah, so I'm just really disappointed. I know Brendan's gonna be disappointed, and it's one thing to disappoint me, but it's a whole other thing to disappoint my kids. I don't like it. I have grown up knowing what it feels like, you know, her saying like, oh, I'm going to the store, I'll bring you back some candy, and then her going out partying until like fucking 2 in the morning. Sometimes like 4 in the morning, she wouldn't come home until like 4. So I know what that feels like, and I do my very best to, if I say I'm going to do something with them, I do it, because I just know how it feels to think you're going to do something, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. So yeah, I'm not very happy right now. I like killed my mood. But anyway, so I uploaded a video to this channel earlier, and then I also made another ASMR video. So if you're into that type of thing, whispering, reading, that type of stuff, you can go to look up Brewed Greatness ASMR, and give me a like and a follow if you enjoy the content or just want to support me. Yeah. I can't wait to have a beer tonight. I'm so like pissed off right now. Work has been good. Like I got my, so we send out like these engagement surveys to the team, and it's like a bunch of questions, basically like, do you feel comfortable going to your manager about things? Do you feel the company will succeed in 2024? Do you feel there's good communication across all teams? Like things like that. And I got mine, and I got 100% for all the manager questions, which are directly related to me, like all positive, 100%. I was like, fuck yeah. But then the one that says, do you feel this company is going to succeed through 2024, 90% said no. I was like, what the fuck? What do you guys see that I don't see? Holy shit. All of them were like, nah. Like, fucking A, man. So they don't have much confidence in where they work. And so I'm going to talk to them about that. It's all anonymous, but 90% of it is pretty much my entire team but one person. So I'm just going to talk to all of them about it and be like, you know, what does that mean to you? Like when you hear that question, when you answer it, what are you answering to? Like what does the question mean to you? Because I'm like really curious. I was like, Jesus Christ. It's kind of like surprising. And then there was, so when COVID hit, we all went completely remote. And my big boss, I knew it was going to bite her in the ass someday. She was like, you guys will never have to come into the office again. I will never make you come into the office again. Well, the company basically wants hybrid. So like they spent millions of dollars on this new office, and attached to it is like our warehouse, like our production. So this place is fucking massive. And they spent a lot of money. They had to gut the entire inside and like redo everything. And then They just poured a lot of money into it. So now they want people utilizing the office because they spent so much money on it. And so everyone is like really pissed off because they were told you wouldn't have to. Everyone works really good from home. Like, we haven't had issues with anyone, and the people we did have issues with are no longer with us. They're not dead. They don't work for the company. I just want to clarify that. So the questions for work 2.0, as they're calling it, all wicked negative, being forced to go in. We were told we were never going to have to. And like, I met with my big boss last week because she wanted to check in with me. You know, I had been gone for 3 months. She wanted to see if I'm okay, if I needed anything, letting me know. Like, she's always there if I ever need to talk about anything. Doesn't have to be work related. Letting me know that she missed me and she was thinking about me the whole time. Like, super. I'm telling you, like, my management that I have may not always agree with them, but they definitely know how to keep it human, and I truly feel like they care about me, which I feel like that translates to my team. Like, they know that I truly care about them because I show it, and I mean it, you know? So, I had talked to her last week, and she's like, I don't know where they got that from. They're saying that I said that they would never have to work in office again. And I said, well, I'm going to be really honest. I said, you did say that. I said, but obviously this isn't coming from you, and they need to know that because they think it's coming from you, but it's not. It's coming from the big guy, you know, and we don't say no to the big guy. So, she was like, oh my God, are you fucking serious? I did say it? I was like, yeah, you said it. And we were all very excited when you said it. So, but people only have to go in once a week. And yeah, I mean, I have an accommodation. I don't have to go in. Yeah, so, it was interesting to see all that, but I was super thrilled that, you know, as far as like me as a manager, and like Joe had told them, like my boss had told them while I was gone, like, answer this like you're answering fully. And they did, and they're freaking amazing because I got 100% across the board. So pretty happy about that. But anyway, I'm at the school now, as you can tell by the ray of sun just coming out the back of my head. And yeah, I'm just hoping my son doesn't take the news too hard. I feel bad. My Bubba, he's such a sweet boy. He's 16, but he's still that sweet little boy in there. And it shines through. You know, he's still very much needs his mama, and is like, you know, coming into his own. He's his own person and stuff like that, but he's still my little love bug, still always gives me hugs, like just randomly will come up to me and hug me. He's like such a sweet boy. So it pisses me off when he gets disappointed or gets hurt, like when his girlfriend broke up with him briefly. Oof, I wanted to go over there and like beat the shit out of her because she hurt my little boy. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna catch my first case at 40. But they got back together, and she seems to realize what she lost. At least she better had, because if I have to go through that, I mean, they're young, shit's gonna happen. But yeah, I don't like people hurting my little boys ever. I will always be right there. There's like that video that was going around where it's like, would you kill someone for your kids? And like a bunch of the mothers were like, no. I was like, bitch, I would fucking shank someone in a heartbeat for my child. Not if my child did something wrong. If my kid killed someone, right? He did wrong. That's wrong. He's gonna deal with the consequences. But like, if someone hurt my child or like touched my child, like anything like that, I would absolutely fucking destroy someone. It would be done. I'd catch a case and I'd happily fucking live in a cell with 3 males, don't have to worry about bills. Like, it'd be fine. I'd be fine. As long as I knew my kid was safe and that person got what they deserved. I'm not a violent person either. I've never fought a day in my life, but let me tell you, I got 41 years of rage built. It's just in there and it's waiting. And I hope to God it doesn't ever come out, but if it does, yeah, I'll end up in jail. Anyway, that went really dark, really quick. I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you have a great weekend, and I shall talk to you all soon.